A number of years back, I got a call from Zorana, who I had worked with a couple of times before, about this new opera that was being written about Phoolan Devi.
She is a very interesting woman to me, as all women who become icons are, because we perceive them from the outside, and especially if they've died, as she has, there's so much of a myth and a legend around them. But there's always a real character behind those sort of images and all of that spin. And because her life, I mean, you could not sit down with a number of story editors and writers and write about a life more operatically than her life naturally, without any of us touching anything, could be.
We brought in this extraordinary young writer, Anusree Roy, who is one of Canada's top playwrights, and Anusree's this extraordinary life force in our Canadian theatre, and also of South Asian descent, and was a great fit for this project. And over the last few years, we've now been developing, writing, rewriting, writing again, the piece about this extraordinary woman whose story needs to be told, and whose story is so huge and so almost unbelievable in its facts that it needs to be operatic.
Shirish possesses a very unique and special ability to write with a number of cultural references with great legitimacy. We get a very interesting cultural picture. I mean, this is a Western opera, but the sound of her culture and the way that she expresses herself, luckily, is through the sort of gramophone of all of these styles that Shirish writes so well. Technically, it's a very challenging role for me, and really exciting and challenging to be able to sing these different kinds of styles, a little bit of Carnatic singing, and then Western, very angular Western opera, rhythmic chanting. I mean, these are all like kind of Christmas morning to a singer, to have all these different styles. Hard, but really a meal. And then just to play a woman like this, so larger than life, and to try and find the humanity in her, and maybe the joy in her, is that will be my work, and it's very exciting.
And the past few days here in Toronto, in this studio at the Tapestry New Opera Studio in the Distillery District in Toronto, we've been dissecting this work, taking it apart and putting it back together with our creative team, our wonderful creative team, as we move this forward into the future with hopes of putting this extraordinary piece on the stage and bringing the life of Phoolan Devi back into the minds of audiences who will be fascinated by her when they experience her. Either you know about her, she's an amazingly controversial figure, or you don't know about her, she's somebody that you need to experience in the opera theater.